welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 2023 planning to pan video. I'm so excited to film this video. I filmed actually a 2022 planning to pan video either at the beginning of this year or the very end of last year. It had to have been the beginning of this year because I think I started like filming again in January. Definitely go ahead and check that video out. I'll link it below. I'll add a card to it because in that video I talked about all the products that I wanted to pan in 2022 and I actually did pretty good on those. I think what I'll do is wait to kind of talk through how well I did until I do my year-end like makeup empties, because I don't want to spoil anything for that video or for my like project pan finales, talking about like what I wanted to pan versus like what I actually did. But today's video is following that same format in the fact that I went through my collection and wrote down a list of different products that I wanted to spend some time on this year panning. Now, everything doesn't always work out perfectly. I think coming out of my like 2022 planning to pan video, I didn't end up panning some of the things that I had wanted to, but I ended up panning other things. And I think that's probably what's gonna happen with this video too, right? Like I will definitely focus on this pile that I've curated of things that I wanna finish in 2023, but certainly as things come in and out of my collection or as I kind of like refocus on what I wanna work on, I think I'll probably pull other things into my projects to work on as well. But that's like the fun of it anyway, of kind of being a little spontaneous here and there. But it's also cool to kind of take a look at like, okay, here's a lot of products that I have some really good usage on that I would love to just spend a little bit more time focusing on this year and then actually finish them up, because I feel like some of these I'm like kind of close to being done and I just haven't put in the time or like the dedication needed to just finish them. And I think that I'm pretty close on a few of them, and so I would love to just spend that time there. So if you're interested in seeing what I'd love to pan in 2023, please keep watching. I have to talk about this one first. This is my Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow. This has been in a variety of projects over the years, and as you can see, I am like pretty much done with it. There's not a lot left, and when I was working on this, I hadn't yet tried repressing anything, and so I think I could definitely repress this eyeshadow and make it a little bit more user-friendly for myself. But really, like, I think my brush still can sweep around the outside and pick it up. This is a great crease shade, and I think would be really easy to just use up if I used it as a crease shade. I probably only used it a couple times this year, and I think if I actually like devoted some time to using this, I would have no problem doing so. So I'm actually hoping that in my pan those eyeshadows, I don't roll in a crease shade and can just use this as my crease shade. Either way, I think I'm gonna roll this into a project pan at some point to just finish it up, because I feel like it's been in my collection for so long and it has such a huge pan on it, and I think it would be such an accomplishment to use a whole pan of eyeshadow up. I don't think I've ever done that before, and I'm so close on this one that I'm like, 2023 is the year that Creme Brulee is being finished completely. Another product that I have a lot of pan on is this NARS blush, and this pan continues to expand like every time I roll this blush into like my Shop My Stash rotation. I just have not moved it into a project specifically to be like worked on throughout the year. And so here's another example of one that I think I could probably repress, and I just think it would be a good use of my panning time to focus on this one and just finish it up. First of all, this is a mini product and I have a good size pan going on, and so I really don't think there's like that much product left in here. And so I think if I just spend the time actually like working on it versus just like using it a month here and there, I can finish it up hopefully, you know, in the first half of next year, so then I can spend some time panning some other powder products and not just this. So really excited to start working on that officially pretty soon here. I think that's gonna be one that's gonna be like rolled into my project pan probably right away. I have a couple setting sprays that I would like to finish up. I've had a lot of success this year finishing setting sprays, and I would love to finish my L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist setting spray. I'm probably pretty close to like halfway through this bottle, maybe closer to 1/3, although I think it's probably closer to halfway through this bottle, and I absolutely love this setting spray. It has such a fine mist. I really like how it makes my skin look, and so I think this one will be pretty easy to use. I've been using it here and there, but really have not spent the time focusing on it because I've had setting sprays in my project pan like all of this year, and I've been like really focused on those. So would love to just move this into a project pan and finish it up this year. And then I have another setting spray. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury, and you've probably seen me use this one, which is the full size one, and not the travel one. And the reason being is when I purchased this, I used it maybe twice, and then the sprayer just like broke and the spring popped out, and basically I haven't been able to use it. And instead of like returning it like probably a normal person, I ended up just buying the full size so that as I make progress in this one, I can just pour this one into it, which sounds probably really silly to a lot of you, but I don't know. It just made sense in my mind, and I knew I was gonna, like, I liked this setting spray when I had used it those couple of times, and I know it has such amazing reviews that I like wasn't really worried about like not liking the product enough to buy the full size. So I would love to just be able to use enough of this to be able to pour all of this product into that, and then as a result basically finish this. So that is my goal for this one this year. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems doing that with these two. Like I said, I finished up quite a bit of setting spray this year, so I'm feeling pretty confident about rolling 2 setting sprays in, and they already both have progress on it. And this one, you'll be like, oh, you only used it a couple times and it's already this empty, and that is because I feel like it was laying down and leaking out, which makes me really sad because I lost product with it doing that. But so now I just know I need to keep it standing up and not laying down anywhere. I also have 2 foundations that I would love to finish next year. So as you probably know, if you watch my channel and watch my project pans, I've been working on the Elma Beauty foundation for like the second half of this year, and if you can see from like some of the gapping in there, we are getting pretty close to this one being done, and I would love to finish it by the end of this year, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. So this one I feel like should just be like a quick finish at some point next year. I might take a break between like ending this project pan and like throwing it into my new one. So there's a little bit of a break from using this, but I don't think this one will be hard to finish up next year. So if I don't finish it up in this year's project pan, that is definitely the goal, to get this done at some point next year. And then I also want to roll in this NARS foundation. I really enjoy using this. You can't tell right now, but I'm probably like down to here with this foundation. And so I've already made some good progress on it, using it here and there, especially because I have been panning this one. And I also panned 2 other foundations this year, so I really haven't devoted a lot of time to using this, but I think this would be the next one that I'd like to spend some time focusing on and using up. So that is why I am rolling it into this project. I also have my Avon eyeliner. I think this is like always gonna be on this list until I finish it. I just can't believe that, you know, it's this tiny, but it's stuck around for so long. But the quality of the product is still there. Like, this glides into my waterline. It has great staying power, and so I don't want to necessarily just get rid of it. I want to finish it up, and so it's taken me a long time, but I really want to devote like some serious time to using this next year and just getting it finally finished. So I think the motivation for me to do that is to actually put it into this planning to pan project, and then hopefully I will move that into a project pan and like really work on it on like a regular daily basis maybe to get it done. And then I also moved in a lip liner. So this lip liner is currently in my project pan, and if you've watched a couple of my most recent videos, I've talked about how I've really enjoyed having it in there. And while it's not an everyday product for me, it is something that I've enjoyed using quite regularly. Having it in my project pan and then, you know, maybe moving it out at the end of this year and then not going back to it would feel a little disappointing. And so what I'd like to do is actually be able to finish it up in 2023. I think that's a good goal to get me to continue to focus on it. And I think it'll be pretty easy to do like over the course of the year. I don't think it'll happen necessarily fast because I feel like these pencil products, they move slow. But I do think it will be something that I can get done before the end of the year and enjoy getting my time using it. It might be a little bit of a lofty goal, but I think if I use it throughout the year, that it could be something that I finish up by the end of the year, which I think would be a huge victory for me, especially because like I've gone back and forth if I like lip liners or not. And so to be able to say that I used one up entirely would be really exciting for me. And then the last product is this iconic London lip gloss. And if you can see, I have some pretty good usage on this lip gloss already. This one has been in my purse for the last little while. If I'm wearing a lip color, I'll pack that in my purse for the day. But if I'm not, then this is just what I pick up if my lips are feeling dry. Sometimes when I go to the gym, I don't like working out without like stuff on my lips, which sounds really weird. And normally it's a chapstick, but if I forget, I'll just throw this lip gloss on. So it's just super easy to have on hand. And I made some really good progress just wearing it like that throughout the course of this year. And so I think it would make a lot of sense for me to pull this back into like my everyday collection and out of my purse and try and pan it next year. So really excited about trying to do that. I used a good amount of it, so I think I'll be able to make some quick work on this if I'm actually focusing and using it on a regular basis instead of just like occasionally here and there. And then I think I'd probably just put a different lip gloss into my purse to kind of do the same thing. So excited to hopefully see this one get finished up next year as well. I feel like a lot of people have an easy time like finishing lip glosses, and I don't know why, but they are not my forte. So I'll be excited to see this get finished up next year if I can do it. All right, and those are all the products that I am hoping to pan in 2023. Like I said at the beginning, I know that there'll be other products that I'll roll into my project pans to work on that I could finish up, but these are the ones that I like specifically picked out that I think I would be a little disappointed if I couldn't finish. I hope all of you enjoyed this and getting a little peek into what I am planning to pan in 2023, and I hope you are so excited for my finale videos coming up at the end of this month, and also for the new projects to start in January, because I'm super excited about all of those as well. And I'm just looking forward to kicking off a new series in 2023. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.